Hi, it's King Lizard, Xbox One and Forza Horizon 2, and yesterday saw the release of Forza Horizon 2's Top Gear car pack. So this is a little expose. So this is the BMW 235i in action. Respectable kind of drift out of it you can get. It's not, it's got pretty good handling. It is a little back end heavy, so you can kind of push it that little bit too far if you're not careful. But in general, if you're a bit of a Forza veteran, you're going to get on with this car quite well at base level, but you're instantly going to upgrade it, which is obviously either going to be an A-class based vehicle, or you're going to chuck it into an S1, I'd imagine. But yeah, it's out of the box. It's not too bad a deal. Get it away from that hub, we can have a better look at it. Always like looking at these in the rain, they look a bit better. So she's quite a nice looking BM, not too dissimilar from anything we've seen in Forza recently. So on to the next one. Next on the list is this Ford Lotus Cortina 1966 model. Obviously a little bit on the heavy side. D-class standard tune. It's it's drivable. It's okay. Obviously, very few of us are going to leave it in D, that's for sure. But it's just not what people drive. It'd be nice if a few people did drive some D-class, so we have a little bit different racing to experience. But everyone's always out for S1 and S2, so we very rarely get to drive these things as they were supposed to be. You can get a reasonable drift out of this thing. Obviously it's a heavy old beast, so it's a bit back end heavy when you're into the drift. Quite a nice drive, quite a nice dash view there. Quite good handling. Quite a respectable little beastie out the box. It's a pretty standard Cortina. I know man would be very happy to see this car return from Forza 5 into Forza Horizon 2. So something that will be probably tuned up into a C class or higher, I'd imagine. But that was the Ford Cortina 1966 Lotus. So on to the next beast in this month's Top Gear car pack. So this is the Lamborghini LM002 4x4 vehicle, 1986 car. I'll be honest, never ever even heard of this thing until I saw it in this release. Big old heavy beastie, obviously. Probably something that we're all going to tune into A class, I would imagine, or maybe in a little higher, depending on how well it's going to adapt. Very, very heavy old beastie. Quite an old style looking dash there. Nice high up view when you're driving. That's not a smart thing to do with a car like this, my friend. Getting wasted. The bonnet view looks a bit odd, but it is quite an odd looking car. It will drift reasonably okay. It's a bit obviously on the heavy side, so you can get it into quite a nasty slide if you're not careful. But to be honest, I didn't have too many problems driving this beastie. I think it's okay. It's out of the box. It's drivable. Definitely not something you're going to leave at this C595 class that it is. It's definitely going to go at least into A class, I would imagine, for most people. Maybe a B700. So let's take a look from the outside, see what this monster's all about. So it's very boxy looking thing, quite a strange looking vehicle really. Maybe it was something that was in the Paris Dakar or something, possibly. Maybe that's where this thing comes from. But not a car I'd ever seen before until literally last night. So there you have it, Lamborghini LM002. Nice 4x4 edition of the game. On to quite a nice car to look at from external mode. Jump into the internal mode for you, just so you have a quick peek. It's, you know, it's reasonable handling out of the box. Like I said, you do have to watch it on some really tight corners because it is very, very back end heavy car. Brakes aren't the best in the world, but they're not the worst either. They're kind of somewhere in the middle. You know, out of the box. Bonnet view, you know, a little very kind of close view, bonnet view, and then you're into your close chase mode view. But you know, it's a car you can handle. Like I said, it is a little top end heavy, but you know, real, you know, different looking sports car, something, you know, quite unique and British as well. Something I think we should be proud of. It's a very nice car, definitely worth a spin, definitely worth some investment, and obviously something you're probably going to want to lighten up if you're going to take it up in some of the higher classes. But you know, really nice drive, Jaguar XJ220. So this is for me one of the stars of this Forza Horizon 2 Top Gear DLC pack, this Lexus RCF 2015. This is the close chase mode view we're taking a quick peek at. Reasonable braking, as you saw there, kind of set that into a slide deliberately to see if it would stop in time. Yeah, not too bad braking. Again, something that's going to be upgradable. I think most of us probably going to land up sticking this thing at the high end A800 or into an S1, maybe an S2 class, but I think probably it's going to sit nicer in an S1. So far chase mode. There we go. Obviously it's got a bit of a scuff there from that car driving into me, but quite a nice looking car. Like I say, the bonnet's a bit weird, kind of raised up. You can't see it so much there. When you first choose it, you'll notice it a bit more prominent. I think the colours on this car dampen down its height a little bit, but no, this is definitely one of the stars of this Top Gear DLC. That said, on to the star of the show. This is the star of the show as far as I'm concerned out of this Top Gear DLC. This is the Ferrari 458 Speciale, and it is special. It's beautiful car out the box, really good handling, crazy speed, crazy speed, and just a joy to drive, really. In terms of S2, this is probably, in my opinion, the best S2 in the game. It, you know, it looks fantastic, it drives fantastic, as did obviously the original 458. It was a really nice handling car. Already yesterday evening I was kind of driving around and had a talk with a few players, and you know, it is by far everyone's favourite car. Everyone is rooting for this thing. So obviously you're not going to take this anywhere else other than maxing it out to an S2 900, really. Okay, so let's take a look at this beast, the Ferrari 458 Speciale. Absolutely stunning looking car. I went for this really dark kind of storm silver. I'm not sure if that's what they call it, but it's quite a different colour for this car. But absolutely, you know, beautiful vehicle to look at and to drive. Star of the show in this DLC as far as I'm concerned. Plenty more game action coming this way. Keep your eyes peeled. Take care.